Welcome to the Diet Starts Never podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Nigro, aka Coach Rach. This podcast will teach you how to live your healthiest life in and out of the gym and put yourself first again. Oh, and we get long-lasting results here. I've made it my mission to help my clients ditch the diet mentality and heal their relationship with food and themselves. After transforming hundreds of bodies and minds, it's your turn. Are you ready? Welcome to episode 5, Why Tracking Macros is the Best Way to Reach Your Fat Loss Goal. Oh my goodness, guys, what a crazy past couple of weeks it has been for myself. I moved and I am all moved into my new place and I am the happiest I have ever been for so many freaking reasons. I literally created the most amazing lifestyle for myself and I'm going to reveal my deepest, darkest secrets of how. No, I'm totally messing with you guys. There are no secrets at all. But in all seriousness, I manifested the shit out of my current lifestyle. My apartment, my body, my personal life, it's all unfolding in a way I have been envisioning for a long time. And I'm telling you guys this because I want you to know that you can have absolutely anything you set your mind to. The limit does not exist. And yes, I am quoting Mean Girls. So anyway, on today's episode, I'm going to teach you guys the method behind how I built my dream body, which is all things tracking macros. I'm going to give you a complete beginner's lesson, but even if you're experienced in tracking, I would still listen up because you might learn something. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know, or you may have noticed, I have been posting a lot about my lifestyle, more so recently because not only have I been very successful in my fat loss phase, my fat loss cut, but I'm still living my best damn life while doing so. An important note, I have been in the health and fitness industry for almost 10 years. Freaking crazy. And I think over 10 years now at this point. And I have been tracking macros, and learning everything about myself during that time. My current results are because of the years and years of hard work and dedication I put in. They absolutely did not happen overnight. I took the time to train my body to react to food and exercise the way I want it to. In the recent months, I leaned out a significant amount, not because I had to, but because I wanted to. And the coolest part, I did this while eating whatever the fuck I wanted to. I still do. I eat whatever the fuck I want. I need to make it clear when I say whatever I want, that majority of the time I genuinely want to eat clean, healthy foods. Not because they make me skinny, because your girl most definitely still falls under the slim fit category, but because they make me feel amazing from the inside out. So I want to eat healthy because it gives me energy. It keeps my tummy happy and bloat free, which, side note, mind-gut connection is real, and an unhealthy tummy equals an unhealthy mind. Have you ever gotten anxious over something and immediately get a stomach ache? Yeah, that has to do with your eating as well. It goes the other way. Eating healthy keeps my skin clear and glowing. It keeps my body composition lean and toned. But most importantly, it keeps me really proud of myself. It keeps me grounded. I have values. And I have goals for myself, and I created this balanced lifestyle, and it makes me really proud. So that's just, eating healthy is just a reminder. It's just thanking myself for how far I have come. I put in work to get where I am today and to have this amazing relationship with food and my body. And honestly, it's all because of tracking macros. If you think about it, our lives revolve around food. It's a massive part of our day. It brings people together. It keeps you alive. How many times a day do you eat? If you have a negative relationship with food, it will ruin your day over and over again, leaving you on the struggle bus. The purpose of food is to fuel your body. That's simply it. It's to keep you going, keep you alive, keep your systems working. But it's often looked at as something that hurts you. That hurts your body. You know, food makes me fat, this, that, the other thing. My goal is to help you change the way you look at food and yourself so we can ultimately heal your relationship with the two. Now the good stuff. What the fuck is tracking macros? So on today's episode, I'm going to cover what macros are, what the process of tracking them is, how it's going to absolutely change your life, and I have such a very big announcement for you guys at the end. I am so pumped for. So This is a jam-packed episode with a lot of information. Listen up. Let's dive into it. Macros is short for macronutrients. Tracking macros, aka if it fits your macros, or flexible dieting, is a fancier way of tracking calories. If you have ever read a nutrition label on a box of food, you know what the macros are. Macronutrients are proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. The three make up calories. Each gram of protein has 4 calories, each gram of carbs has 4 calories, and each gram of fat has 9 calories. They also each play a very specific role in your body and are essential to any diet, regardless of your goal. Hence why we need to eat an appropriate amount of macronutrients each day. Protein is an important building block for tissue, bone, skin, cartilage, blah, 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 all that good stuff. But most importantly, for muscle. Yes, our favorite muscle, my favorite at least. Protein helps you build and maintain lean muscle mass. So if you want to be toned, which remember guys, being toned means having enough muscle and a low enough body fat percent that muscle is visible, then you need protein. You're wasting your damn time if in the gym training if you're not getting your protein in. Protein is also used to make enzymes, hormones, and other things that keep your body healthy and functioning. So we should probably eat it, right? Next, carbohydrates. They are your energy source. Yes, they are the sugars, the starches, and fibers mainly found in grains, fruits, veggies, which is why they kind of get a bad rep, but I think carbs should be your BFF. They prevent protein from being used as energy, so your body won't break down hard-earned muscle for energy. So if you're on the keto diet and you cut out carbs, your body will literally eat away at your muscle to survive and have energy. Freaking lame. Next, fats. One thing I want to make clear is eating fats do not make you fat, period. A moderate amount of fat is needed in the diet for good health and is essential for the body to function because they provide energy, they protect your organs, help keep your body warm, and what I think is super cool, they help your body absorb nutrients and produce important hormones. Fats literally are the gate from the nutrients in your food to your body. If there are no fats in your diet, your body will not absorb anything that you're eating. The reason we need these macronutrients in, let's say, like a muscle/physique standpoint, is because proteins build and maintain it. Carbs literally make your muscle move. They make your body move. They give your muscle the energy to move. And fats help your body absorb essential nutrients, which in return helps you build muscle. Now that we know what the macros are, what is the process of tracking them and how will it benefit you? So I think it's important to know what I just spoke about so you understand, so you can appreciate what macronutrients are, so you can understand why your body needs them. What do you think of when you hear the word diet? You probably just tensed up a little and associated it with restriction or some miserable diet plan you followed that allowed you to eat like an egg for breakfast with coffee and a grapefruit for lunch, right? Yeah, no. Delete the word diet from your brain right now. Delete it, gone, you've never heard it. Diet equals the way you consume food and nothing else. If you don't eat meat, you follow a vegetarian diet. If you don't eat carbs, you follow a keto diet. It is basically your way of eating. It is your lifestyle, so to say. If you track macros, you follow a flexible diet, hence that word flexible, which I'll get to in a second. As explained in episode 1 of my podcast, our bodies need X amount of calories to survive every day. So if you are not at least giving it what it needs, it will not change for you. Tracking calories, regardless of what type of diet you follow, is the assurance that you are doing everything necessary for your body for it to function properly. When it comes to reaching a physique goal, it is simply calories in versus calories out to get results. If you are not giving your body what it needs, you better not be asking it to make a drastic change because you will fail and you will only leave yourself in a deeper, more painful hole than you were when you started. And your body will be even more miserable or uncomfortable or whatever it is right now. Our bodies are fucking amazing. Dude, they keep us alive. Like, do I need to explain more? Like, you are here because of your body. Stop treating it like shit. just stop. It's so much easier. Stop talking shit to it. Stop putting bad food for it in it. Like, just take care of your body. And I want to help show you how you can do that, because I know it's so confusing. There's so many things out there. So macros and calories, they go hand in hand, and they are specific to every individual. They take into consideration your basal metabolic rate / BMR, which is the amount of calories you burn at rest, your total daily energy expenditure / TDEE, which is the amount of calories you burn with exercise in consideration, and your lifestyle. So do you work an active job or a desk job, and so on. My macros and calories are going to be way different than yours, unless we are the same exact weight, age, height, and gender. Oh, and we'd have to train the same exact amount and have the same lifestyle, then ours are completely different. So now let's think of your daily macronutrients as a budget. You are allowed to spend X amount of protein, X amount of carbs, and X amount of fats, totaling a certain amount of calories. They do not roll over to the next day if you do not eat them all, because your body still needs that amount of calories every single day. The goal is to get within above or below 10 grams of carbs, above or below 10 grams of protein, and above or below 5 grams of fat. The science behind it is that there are no miracle foods, but if you consume the correct amount of macronutrients daily, you will reach your body composition goal and build a healthy body while eating foods you love, as long as they fit your macros. Tracking macros is literally science. So what this means is you can eat whatever you want as long as it fits your macros. Want French toast for breakfast and pizza for lunch? Fine. But you're going to need to either modify the amount or limit fats and carbs elsewhere. Want ice cream for dessert every single day? Abso-freaking-lutely, as long as it fits your macros. You get the point, right? You can have anything, but it needs to stay within your macronutrient goal, like the within above or below, like I just explained before. So this is where the 80-20 rule comes into play. 80% of your diet is going to be made up of clean, nutrient-dense, whole foods such as lean meats, veggies, fruits, grains, etc. And 20% of the time, your diet is going to be your treat food, such as pizza, wine, sweets, and so on. Basically, whatever floats your boat. Follow this rule and it will allow you to eat the foods you love guilt-free, while ditching the diet mentality and learning how to eat the right amounts of food for your body. You can totally still have 2 slices of pizza for lunch and ice cream for dessert, but that is not going to keep you full and satisfied for very long. Let's say those 2 slices of pizza have about 400 calories and are made up of 15 grams of fat, 50 grams of carbs, and only 14 grams of protein. Realistically, that pizza won't get you very full and will leave you feeling kind of blah. You know, pizza is made with grease, oil, sauce, it's processed, this, that, the other thing. I mean, it's freaking delicious, which is why, like, I need that in my diet. I have pizza in my diet. So as opposed to a rice bowl, let's just say from Chipotle, which has the same macro / calorie breakdown, but it has more protein. It includes rice, beans, veggies, salsa, chicken, maybe even a little guac if you're feeling crazy. But remember not to ask for too much guac. Ask for like a quarter scoop of guac, because they will give you 40 grams of fat from guac right there. Anyway, and then you top it off with some lettuce, some volume food that's going to keep you full and satisfied. So you eat a good amount of that as well. Think about how long it takes you to eat those 2 slices of pizza. I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. And then to think about how long it takes you to eat that entire bowl of Chipotle. It takes longer because there's more nutrients in it. There's more volume to it. It's going to leave you fuller for way longer. But that food also has way more benefits in it than 2 slices of pizza does, whatever. Let me give you an example of a macro goal. Let's say you have a calorie goal of 2,000 calories a day. 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. So if you eat 125 grams of protein, you're eating 500 calories from protein, leaving you with 1,500 calories to split between your fats and carbs. Your goal, let's just say, is 70 grams of carbs per day, which is 630 calories, because fat has 9 calories per gram. And your carb goal is about 215 grams per day, which is 870 calories because carbs have 4 calories per gram. If you have the 2 slices of pizza for lunch, that is only 14 grams of protein, leaving you with about 110 grams to eat for the rest of the day. So wouldn't it make more sense for you and your body to have the higher protein option? Get what I'm saying? Maybe you really, really want some pizza for lunch. It's the weekend. You worked your ass off all week and you want to treat yourself to something special. You deserve that pizza, but you still want to crush your goals. The answer is simple. Order your 2 slices of pizza and either order a side of grilled chicken with it and boom, you get the best of both worlds. Or you can still have your 2 slices of pizza, but you need to add an additional protein source somewhere else during the day since your normal high protein lunch will be lacking. This could look like a protein shake, some sliced deli meat, adding more protein to breakfast and dinner, so on. This brings me into your next shift. Most refer to them as cheat meals. Some say, oh, I was so bad this weekend, or I cheated on my diet, or, I'm going to start over again Monday, or I'm going to increase cardio this week because I cheated. If you're not on a restrictive diet, then how are you cheating on it? We are no longer calling it cheating on a diet. The new term is treat. You do not cheat. You simply are giving yourself a treat because you deserve to indulge in moderation and you want to. You want to treat yourself. You want to enjoy this life. The key to being successful at tracking macros is all things in moderation. Honestly, that's the key to being successful in freaking everything. But food-wise, definitely all things in moderation. 1 serving of ice cream for dessert, not the whole pint. 2 slices of pizza, not the whole pie. If you're having some beers, you're going to be eating cleaner foods around those beers. Get the point? The reason you have failed in the past is because you over-restricted and cut out all of your favorite foods while fighting the cravings. Then, in a moment of weakness, you overindulged and you ate an entire thing of ice cream and then 10 Reese's, right? Have you ever done that before? I have, but not in a very, very long time because of tracking macros and what I've learned from it and what I've been able to do for myself through it. Being successful is a mindset. That's why I referred to it as a shift above. It's a mindset shift. You are the only person who puts food in your mouth, which means you are 1,000% in control of your nutrition. Nobody forced you to cut out carbs the same way nobody forced you to eat until you felt sick. If you want to indulge more one day, you simply just need to plan ahead. Let's say it's girls' night is tomorrow and you want to have some drinks with dinner, but those drinks are not part of your normal routine and it will put you over your macros. You simply just need to save more calories and macros than you normally would for dinner. When I dine out with drinks, I like to save at least 800 to 1,000 calories for that night. Your favorite drink could easily be 250 calories plus. Another thing I'd like to do is order a cleaner/lighter meal because I know that alcohol still counts. I'm going to get into tracking alcohol in a later episode, just so you know it. I don't want to dive into it today. One night will not ruin your progress. Multiple nights and saying you fell off track, so you just say fuck it and keep eating like shit, that will ruin your progress. We train hard and we stay consistent so that we can have a night where we indulge and maybe overindulge a little bit more. But that's okay because our bodies adapt and our bodies adjust. The best practice to do when you go over your macros is to just get right back to hitting them the next day. Now, you do not need to cut calories or cut carbs or increase cardio. That will only dig you deeper into a hole and put more stress on your body. When our body is stressed, it needs its norm. Your norm is hitting your calorie goal. Your norm is giving your body what it needs. Our bodies crave consistency, and that is exactly how myself and my clients get results, through consistent nutrition, even if we go over or under sometimes. Going over is the same thing as eating under. I hate to say it's just as bad as, because I don't want to associate any negativity with food, but it's the same thing. Your body needs the calories you are assigned for your current phase as consistently as possible to make change. I would even say eating under your calories could do more harm than going over, if that makes sense. It puts more stress on your body. It messes with your metabolism more. Tracking macros has an immense amount of benefits. Besides helping you reach your physique goals, your long-term physique goals, it helps you heal your relationship with food by educating you about it. It helps you make healthier decisions when it comes to food by teaching you about all things food, by understanding how much protein is in 4 ounces of chicken, or how much protein you need to eat in a day, or how many calories are in peanut butter, because a lot of us think like peanut butter is just something we can eat out of the jar with a spoon, but will in the end hurt ourselves more. You get what I'm saying? It helps you find balance, proper serving sizes, what foods are best for you and your goals, how foods affect your body, and so much more. You may be eating something that you think is really bad for you, but it's not as bad as you think, or vice versa, hence like the peanut butter example I just gave, which is usually the case. It helps you understand that there are no right or wrong foods as long as you have all things in moderation. And through trial and error, you will learn that certain foods don't sit right with your body and that you don't need them in your life. And maybe they're not the right ones for you. Over time, you'll begin to realize that having your health, fueling your body with food that makes it feel good, and finding balance is way more important to you than restricting foods you love and then overindulging, which puts an immense amount of stress on your body and makes you fucking miserable and realistically doesn't get you anywhere because you still can't reach your end goal. So wouldn't you rather heal your body and work towards a long-term sustainable end goal than restrict, and explode? Literally, like you will feel like you're exploding. Okay, so how do you know what your macros are? There are so many calculators online, but honestly, I do not trust a single one, mainly because they do not take your lifestyle or current situation into consideration. When I start working with someone, I ask them a very detailed questionnaire as well as have them track their current eating habits so I know where they are coming from. Then I create a plan that gently pushes them in the right direction without a drastic change. A lot of macro calculators will allow you to choose how much weight you want to lose, and most of the time it'll give you an unhealthy amount of calories, which are way too low. You never ever want to be in more than a 500 calorie deficit, and a healthy amount of weight to lose per week is 0.5 to 2 pounds per week. That's a healthy and sustainable way. If you're eating way under and losing a drastic amount of weight quickly, that weight will pop right back on, I can guarantee it. But if you enter 2 pounds into a tracking app, like if you say you want to lose 2 pounds a week in a tracking app, it will put you in a 1,000 calorie deficit, which is absolutely insane. Hence why I suggest working with a coach to learn this whole process and to get started, because I will never put you in a deficit that's unhealthy. And even so, I'll explain to you why we're doing this and create a game plan for you and teach you about the process so you understand what your body is needing. So basically, before figuring out your macros, you need to figure out your goal. Are you trying to lose fat? Then you should be eating in a calorie deficit. But have you been eating in a calorie deficit for an extended amount of time and have tried everything but can't seem to lose fat? Then you probably need to start with a reverse diet into a maintenance phase. Do you want to gain muscle but lose fat at the same time? Body recomposition. Do you want to gain a significant amount of muscle? Caloric surplus. I feel like I totally just geeked out on you guys a little bit. Okay, once you know that your goal, then you can start messing around with it with the amount of calories you need. I'm not going to teach you how to calculate your macros in this episode because I honestly don't feel comfortable doing so without knowing more about you. I've been calculating macros for myself and my clients a really long time, and I use an equation to do so. You can totally use the online calculator, but I'm going to give you some precautions. So the best thing to do is to follow the directions I provide for you in episode 1 to calculate your BMR and your TDEE. I give you a calculator, a website that you can use and so on. And then calculate your macros that fall under the right calories for your goals. So you're going to use that website to calculate your calories, and then you need to figure out your macros from there. Actually, no, I lied. You're going to use that website strictly to calculate your total daily energy expenditure, and then you're going to calculate your calories from there, and then your macros. Once that's calculated, you can simply add your macro goal into MyFitnessPal and start tracking. Hitting your macros takes a lot of trial and error. My biggest tip to you is to plan ahead, keep entering and adjusting food until those macros stay as close to 0 left for the day as possible. Practice makes perfect, And results do not happen overnight. It takes time and consistency, and you really, really need to be patient with yourself. I suggest taking start progress photos. Take progress photos in the gym. Document your workouts. Take videos of you working out. I wish I took more videos of me in the beginning of my journey, because I have come so far with strength, with my physique, with my mindset. I'm a completely different person than I was 10 years ago, and it's all because of the consistency that Macros has given me, or the results that Macros have given me, the relationship it has. That is the best info to get started I can give you, because I cannot advise you what your macros should be without knowing more about you, or honestly without having you as a client. So I hope that this was helpful. And again, do not ever hesitate to reach out to me about questions. If you say to me, hey Rach, what should my macros be? I can't tell you that without having you as a client, but I can advise you in some way. I can give you a push in the right direction, if you get what I'm saying. So this kind of brings me into my super exciting announcement. I have been working on you guys for a very long time. I actually have been envisioning this that I'm about to announce to you guys since I started my business. Oh my God, it's August, actually 2 years ago this month. So, okay, I am launching a new program inspired by this podcast. The Diet Starts Never program is going to be starting September 26, 2022. Oh my God, it's so nice to say this out loud. So this is something I have never ever done before, and it's going to be a chance to work with me at the most affordable rate. I am an expert in my field and know how to get you the best results possible. It is an investment to work with me, but I realize that may not be the right fit or the right opportunity for everyone, which is why I created this program. I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown, and I definitely will be sharing more on my Instagram the beginning of the following week. But yeah, this is it. So this is going to be a 6-week accelerated program to help you lose fat for good while healing your relationship with food and yourself. This program will get you healthier than ever through customized fitness and nutrition coaching, so you can finally get yourself the results you've been chasing your entire life. If you feel like you have been working so hard for results and never ever feel like you've reached that goal, this is the plan for you. You don't only get me as your coach, but I will provide you with a custom macro, a custom fitness plan, weekly accountability, messaging access, guides, live classes, and so much more. I don't want to give too much away of it right now, but I have it all planned out. And oh my God, guys, it is so freaking cool. Think of it as an opportunity to be one of my one-on-one clients for an accelerated amount of time. My goal for this program is to help you cut fat and start working towards healing your relationship with your food. And it's going to kick off just before the holidays. So we can do like a little mini cut together right before the holidays, and then get you in a good place during the holidays where you understand how to indulge and how to have that balance, so you don't need to go an entire holiday season miserable. And let's take it even a step further. You won't need to start a New Year's resolution saying, I'm going to do it this year, because you're going to already be doing it. So this program is not limited to men or women, and it is definitely not a challenge. This is a life-changing program. So like I said, you need to follow me on Instagram for the full rundown, which will be coming next week. But I am definitely going to be opening up an early enrollment with a wait list that will lock you in at an even more affordable price. I am so excited to help you finally reach your full potential through health, fitness, and a lot of freaking support. Oh man, I feel so good about this. All right, guys, that is a freaking wrap. This was my longest episode ever. Thank you so much for listening and learning with me. If you learned something in this extra juicy episode, please subscribe and share with a friend. I love feedback, so do not ever hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram and ask me any questions or share what you learned, or let's just freaking chat. All right, that's it, guys. Have such a good day, and I will see you on the next episode.